Welcome to my channel, The Passionate Pollinator. My name is Melissa, and I am super grateful to everyone who has tuned in. This is going to be one of my very first YouTubes. I keep putting it off, but I have a lot that I want to say for especially our winged wildlife. Fall and all of the debris, all about, right? And I understand the urge to want to clean it all up, but there are a lot of processes that the ground actually goes through that needs this covering, if possible. In our close living quarters, I totally understand getting everything out of the way because mold and things can fester in the debris. But if you have any large areas that you can just totally leave alone, that's the best. If not, if you can just kind of rake them into a pile at the end of your yard, you're going to be doing nature a lot of favors. Because not only does the ground need that covering, there are a lot of wildlife that overwinter under the debris. I'm actually getting a chance to talk about it because I found a woolly bear caterpillar in my house the other day, or an Isabella moth caterpillar. And it's not abnormal to see them at this time of the year, but they always do seem to come around when I'm going through some kind of big change. And that is what they represent, is change, resiliency, transformation, all that stuff. When I moved in here a few years ago, I had one come in and actually cocoon into my curtains. So I did some research on them at that time, and I found that they're very interesting. They actually, go under that debris, like I was saying, and they overwinter. They have something special that protects their cells, so they can actually freeze. And then in the spring, they come back, form their cocoon, which looks like a little ball of fur, I know from in my house, and then they break open and they just mate and die. So they're not even considered pollinators, but still for the wildlife and for our ecosystems. So they don't foretell the winter forecast. That's all dependent on how long they lived and what they ate. I'm learning that is true for most insects. But it's a plea to leave your debris, and please your bees and other things.